Tdtv, live every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Ashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Come on in and join the conversation. Think Different TV.
Yo, we're gonna. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to come back because somebody just called me at the top of my show. So y'all know I'm. So I don't know how I'm gonna. I'll make. I'll make. What is up, y'all? What is up, y'all? Let me go back. Let me do this.
Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Ashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Come on in and join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV reminds me.
You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile.
Boy, they. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my name is Ashia. How is everything could go wrong, man. Nobody pump all day. Someone pump my phone. I don't even know. Like, I just messed up my thing. So, y'all, I hope y'all. Yeah, I'm, I'm really pissed right now. I am super pissed. But that doesn't stop the show, y'all. So, welcome to the second episode of. Let me just make sure that I get my Facebook fam on here. Let them know that I am live and I'm here and I'm ready to do the show and give y'all a great show because you know how you know how things just seem to just go wrong. But is trying to go wrong, and I just smile because it's like y'all still rocking out with me. Y'all still here. Y'all still watching. Y'all are still tuned in. And I'm like, right? So, uh, shout out to uh, 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 but you know, no chemicals, no additives, good and good for you. If you want to hydrate the right way for your water today, you'll find your for your water on IG for your water. That's HORIAWAR. This is the area, and once you have for your water delivered to your home, you call. Telling you, get y'all some for your water because it's definitely not. Let's let's get into this, man. I'm just gonna keep pushing because I don't know that y'all I need a thumbs up in the comments. Let me know that everything's good with my sound. Let me know that y'all can hear me. Cause we're gonna pushing these though myself. All right, all good. It's gonna be great. This is happening before and until I get a camera, it's gonna happen live. All right. So here we go. We're going to jump into our before we jump into our hidden, make sure y'all hit the notification bell on my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all subscribe. Um, Make sure y'all subscribe, turn on that notification bell on my YouTube channel. All right. So listen, y'all. Hidden and quitted are trending. Record with the most consecutive years, charting a single in the hot 100 from 2010 to 2023, breaking the tie with Miss Elliott, which was from 1996 to 2000. All right. I read a post on Twitter that she was not aware that there was a state called Nevada. She assumed it was a part of California. Actually, she assumed that Las Vegas was just a part of California. And her followers seem to back her up because what are they all retarded? I don't know. But there's definitely a state called Nevada. And anybody here's the thing. Gotta be if it's not public, skit that he does where a guy kind of like shows it's him and he's all ready to beat up for her. And she's like, he calls her like, hey, I'm here at graduation. She's like, that was from like years ago. And he's like, oh, it's funny, like, all stuff like that. I guess I so I thought that was, but yeah, it's a lot of people not outside of if it was like the top 50 or top 25, I as a singer I wouldn't be too upset. But 200 and they did not mention Celine Dion at all. This is a trash. So did you not hear those octaves? What's wrong with you? Get it together, Rolling Stone. Anyway, moving on. Rihanna is Barbados' first billionaire in the world. In the world's richest female position. So shout out to Rihanna. Ray Trimmer, self-titled debut album, which was 8 years ago, is now playing after it sold. Um, Big Scar's extended family lashes out at Gucci for not contributing to his funeral. But his wife Keisha, she pulls out the receipt respectful. Okay. Um, she showed that they sure enough contributed $20,000, $10,000 towards the arrangements, and $10,000 towards the flowers. Um, Big Star's father speaks out and says, "I can't talk under the bus." He gives his props to Atlantic Records. Y'all, is there something wrong with Curry? Because why is he on oh my gosh. Anyway, he getting too much airtime and he's airing out his dirty laundry, which is very gorgeous females that he's coming from. I'm like, everybody's just laughing in the comments, but I think it's disgusting. Like you're kissing and telling. That doesn't give you any type of high standard. Talked about Shauna, who with disturbing peace. He talked about Bill Cosby's daughter, and describing his ex just, ugh, I want to throw up. Reginald Carter, keep my dad's name out your mouth, but she pretty much wants people to stop comparing her dad to saying, let them have time. But when people are comparing artists that don't have September when she said she could not pay her daughter's $10,000 dance bill for lessons and everything like that, and asked her to pay the bill with the trust fund. Brooks declined. According to reports, Hernandez always already making 100K a year, so it must be something wrong that she would have to tap into her trust fund. That's just so. 100K a year, like you have to, got to. Chili from TLC, her boyfriend Matthew Lawrence brothers. I think I don't know. I gotta see them together. I just saw a picture of them side by side and all the but Chili's still like she's like 20 anyway. And Matthew, I was like, oh, yeah, let's see. Let's see. Tommy from franchise. Sunglass brand. So basically, it's like audio sunglass, the technology and everything like that. But here's the thing: the technology is patented by someone else. She does not own the patent on the technology. So here's the thing: because you do not own the patent on the technology and someone else does, they to ever to promote it. Trying to get it together. Don't let that break. Um, so get off of this. I want everybody to feel sorry for me. I'm like, if you was doing all that to bring attention to your sunglass brand, that was a big because you could have been on stuff like, well, that's what I saw that. I got to say, so hard because also she's not like she's going to how do you put it? You know, who wouldn't? You getting paid to do appearances, stuff like that. So it's time to get over. Sports news. Philadelphia Eagles, they went against New York Giants 22. The bird. Buffalo DeMar Hamlin goes into cardiac arrest during a game against Cincinnati. He is on the road recovery, however. The cardiac arrest result of a shock after he has since been released from the hospital and now home in Buffalo. Sports commentators and Hall of Famer and NFL legend Sharp weighed in on a devastating that happened to 24-year-old DeMar Hamlin and addressed the skip about his highly offensive that Skip refused to genuinely apologize. And definitely getting out of hand. So Skip Bayless, say less. Okay. Here we go. Next one. Boosie weighs in and reminds Skip that if it was Tom Brady injured and not Hamlin, he wouldn't have had that. Tom Brady. Okay. Quarterback called 911 to get help with stolen items. After a 911 call was made, deputies that the home was hiding. Nobody, but after unlocked the door. They found a male suspect in the door. The female suspect told them that she called 911 for the purpose of having law enforcement help them get their belongings from the house that they were robbing. They also wanted to get a ride to the airport, so they the male suspect tried to work. They robbing also the female suspect was charged with and that is what my role Trico and I am paid at the call Sherm activity. Uh, moving on. Baltimore man, 49-year-old Kevin Wallace was arrested for alleged criminal act. A social media post led to the search warrant being obtained. Among the items were 20 caliber handguns and various stages of assembly, caliber 80 gun manufacturing equipment, 3D supplies, multiple of color printed and 3D printed gun parts. Is it a Christmas tree or a crazy tree? I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments. Moving on, YouTuber Dave Thomas. I hope I'm saying his name right. And journalist Andrew Collins shut down and where the conspiracy theorists who's in favor of the Republican side of politics oppose the recent popularity and hype among the Democratic Party in the last decade. Most have been high on Trump, but up accusations of party members and celebs of the Democratic Party. But finger pointing at and he was exposed as a foul himself. After being accused and pleading guilty, charges involving an 8-year-old boy in New Jersey. Bishop Patrick Wooden says the children's book is perfect. Wrong. All that are illustrations of children. He says this book is hardcore porn for children. This is an attack on our children's stop. Going by. I'm upset that they're trying to expose children to something that they don't have a concept of. They're still children. They should be learning their ABC. They should be learning, maybe good touch, bad touch. Definitely good touch, bad touch. Stranger danger. Stuff like that. Trying to take them through the process of a sex change and trying to teach that's a whole discussion. Let me get back to California has declared a state of emergency as another life-threatening cyclone of rain slams the coast. They were just hit with a similar storm days ago. This one predicts 10 inches of rain and 7 miles per hour in an already saturated area. Let's hope and pray that our California people okay. Prayers love to all. In other news, Jordan's fish chicken of Indiana shut down after a viral video made it to TikTok. The upload comes from the Marcus Negro Senior captured on film the restaurant serving their food containers on the floor for serving to customers. Also glad that it was They're gonna go back and they order food from there. Even after seeing that horrible a mouse right there. Stop. Of a child, one count of video voyeurism, two counts of production of pornography involving children. In 2019, he faced 75 charges as prosecutors got dozens of his main accounts in an exchange for Perkins and his 36-year-old wife, Cynthia Perkins, used semen to season a cake batter in which they had served to high school. Um, Sheila Jackson wanted her autistic son to feel comfortable. Sometimes it's hard for him to understand danger. But also, he's on 7. This boy, had like, that's, but this what made me mad because I'm gonna just read what's here and I'm gonna go. But it says she wanted to give him a break from the negative about it does things don't escalate. But the officer, the female officer, thought he was being defiant because she was in the process. This would make me mad, right? Did the mom let them know that her son was autistic? One. Why wasn't she? Why wasn't she getting from one black mother to another? Boy, mom, you shouldn't have left your child alone with them. Okay, you should have been right there at the lessons too. I don't know. I don't know. They child like it made me very upset because the way she was describing the fact that her son got calm about it. I would be pissed. And on top of that, she said my son was very bright and he's getting frustrated with his schoolwork. He never had a problem with that before. So this whole event could have potentially child like, oh, someone in the comments said this, and I tend to agree. They said when bootlicking goes wrong. Creators are hinting at a real life remake of 90s. Why? Why are we doing a real life remake of to Disney. We y'all moved Doug from Nickelodeon to ABC. Y'all messed Doug up. Y'all, y'all disbanded. Y'all made Roger rich. Y'all made Evie small. Y'all just doing too much. Doing way too much. All right. So don't do those things. Y'all already messed up. Leave it alone. Rich Neck Elementary School of Virginia has a student in custody and shocking. It's a first grader who brought a gun to school and shot. The female teacher was transferred to Riverside Medical Center. The authorities have not received info on the condition of the victim. The suspect is in custody as of now. A first grader in jail. Crazy. What is going on? Electric Karen and Stacey 7-Eleven, but when she returned, a cashier reminded her that she did not pay for an item, and that escalated from here. Karen was so bad, the cops had to call when she made up her own laws saying she could not be arrested. Right. Paul and assaulted the officer until he took what seemed like forever. She didn't take it and she tried to see if the arrest and attempted to see and she picked up the case in the version of the electric slide, y'all. I'm gonna just say it like this. There's always young people going into 7-Eleven. Always. Like, and if she was with somebody, like they could at least been like, oh, I'll take care of it, I'll pay for it, or whatever. I don't know. This is too much. It was like the cop was a little too big. And I don't know. Are y'all gonna be getting rid of Karen? Which one's I'm asking for a friend. Like, are you gonna stop calling white women who act out Karen? I don't know. Leave it in the comments. Let me know. Security guard Ronnie Thomas was at work and guard Ronnie Thomas at work and she had to witness in a putting his hand on her 410 female coworker in the lobby. He tried to fight his way to the hotel lobby and met Tom. And made Tom defend herself with a link. Because he started attacking her. The kid identified as Jason Freak is a sergeant in the graduated high school from Arlington, New England in 2017. Nebraska. Arlington, Nebraska. Nebraska. Yeah, that's it. Arlington, Nebraska. Yeah, that dude looked high in the video. Look at his eyes. It looked weird. But that's no excuse. Should never put his hands on nobody. But like he looked high. He looked high. Like his eyes, his dolly crazy. Anyway, just past fire drivers to pay child support to the parent of a minor. This bill was passed in the honor of a grandmother whose son was in a driving accident alone with fiance. Harris Gold has made by becoming the first black justice to serve on the Supreme Court in the 185 grade. Louisiana now requires a government issued ID to watch porn. Where y'all watching porn? Where y'all watching porn at? they had it where you had to like scan something, a scan bar to get inside. I think it's a shop. Yo, jobs up the right. They thought the they was crazy. Um, after the now I'm kind of safe because they got a robot that got inside. Um, other states that have passed this law are Colorado, Washington, Alaska, Oregon, Washington D.C. That's actually California, Maine, Massachusetts, Nevada. And there's word that the woman's name and the mother's one of the siblings used the cell phone to call the others to hurry home before the escort. There was a near abduction caught on camera. Was running, jogging. This guy jogging like right up. Now me, I don't play that. Look, first of all, I don't run, so that's another thing that I would say is not on my list of things to do right now at this moment. But if I'm running, get my jog on and everything like that, and somebody run up on me, I'm automatically on my defense. I'm taking out something. I don't so hard. And like the woman was running in direction up towards the car. So I guess well, it was her car. But she thought somebody shot up around gunshot. Y'all gotta be careful out here. Their license to carry. Even when you jog and stuff, carry. Prospect, yay, Tyler Quill, a do sexual act. I don't know. This world. That's Mama Joe and Top Model Yama. Um, yeah, I didn't. I saw the advertisement, but I'm broke. So, um, obituary. James Buster Corley, the co-founder of Dave and Buster's, has died after unalive. Ross, T.I., 2 Chainz, Ja Rule, Jay, Cameron, Trina, with special guest Valley, Stop, Nola, Dallas, Greensboro, Maddie. Today, stop some comment look like this lineup in your hometown. And your girl has another show coming. I'm just gonna put this out there. It was like a last minute thing. I will be at the Met. Oh, the Met. I wish. Well, maybe that's supposed to happen. I'm at the Fire, which is at 12 West Broad Ave. It's 21 and over. It's $12 and it became $15 for taking stage with out of Kenya and China K. We're doing something for Martin Luther King. And y'all, my picture is kind of blocking my Facebook. Yeah, definitely if you live in the Philadelphia area and you want to come check out at 7 p.m. because that's the information that is apparently missing from the link in my bio on my IG page. And speaking of which, let me put my banner up. Yeah, you can find my IG is at Rashia Star. IG. So definitely come check it out. What you something? Singing. So yeah, www.rap.com, a platform about Uncle Murray on IG, getting hits, branding, streaming, social media marketing, learning how to monetize your platform, and major like I said, the show is sponsored by For Your Water, For Your hot topic, which I'm excited about. Y'all better believe the amount of.
I'm coming in hot.
So I'm doing a single mom series, all right? And last we talked about single mom being a single mom is a flex, right? But this week we're doing part 2, and part 2 is very single mom, all right, y'all. So we're gonna just jump right into it now. Absent father, single mother. What do you think of when you hear those phrases? Absent father, single mother. Now, some people would think, oh, of course, father left the home, nowhere to be found, mom doing it all alone. Yeah, that is a possibility. But what if this is the same situation in a got y'all thinking, right? What if the father is not absent? like he's not there with all of his family. He's always out at work. He's always, and these aren't bad because a man who's at work providing for his family. And and I'm not talking about situations where you have the man that provides for the home and the mom stays at home with the kids. No, I'm not talking about that. Get out of your mind. I'm talking about situations where both the mom and dad, both the husband and wife, are working, and yet all the responsibility of it, there are different situations. I want to show y'all some different situations where the man in the family, hear me now, the man in the family could be absent for one or 2 days. All right. It could be that the mom, well, the most obvious one is that the father is he just checked out. Just like the kids are so if he's a chauvinist, he'll say it's a woman's job to take care of the kids and get them ready, including cleaning up after me, because I'm sloppy. Then you have those fathers who they're afraid to participate because the mom might see something wrong in what they do and dissuade them from being actively involved in he don't participate, he don't do anything. And then there's this situations of relation 3. Then there's this situation where the mom she just takes she wants to be the one. She wants to carry her weight at home. So by wanting to be that superwoman, she alienates dissuading him from doing it by it's already done. The dad doesn't feel like you gotta do anything. Like, and she already has breakfast cooked. She already has kids ready. It was like, what is there to do? And my wife done did it all already. You know what I'm saying? Now, can these men change their ways over time? The one that's the chauvinist is going to take time. But the other ones could possibly be reined back in. Now, how could a woman feel like a single mom in a marriage? There are 12 ways that this could be the case, 12 signs. All right. One is the vast majority of child care, and housework is done by you. You don't get a break. Here and then it says, here's the thing about being the housewife that a lot of guys don't get. It takes a lot of work. Moms who don't get breaks and don't have husbands who pitch in, they often feel like they're the only ones doing work that will cause resentment big time. And like I said, this being a housewife, being a woman that stays at home 24/7 with the kids and the father goes out and works and everything like that. I'm not necessarily I'm not talking about them because it's like at the end of the day, If that's all you really have to do is take care of the kids and take care of the home, and I don't misunderstand me. When I say all, like you don't have to go out and work, like you like stay at home. I'm not saying that's not work, but I'm gonna just put it out there because I'm tired of being. I don't think you really have room to complain and say, "Oh well, I feel like a single mom, kept in the marriage." Da, 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 da. Like if he's providing everything like that and he treats you nice and he appreciates everything you do, then yeah, okay. And vice versa, you should appreciate everything that he brings to the table as well. It shouldn't be just like, "Oh, honey, you're so amazing. You're an amazing mom. You're an amazing wife, and everything like that." You should also be saying you're an amazing dad. You're an amazing husband because if he's not out there providing a living so that y'all can have what y'all have, then he'll be a bum, right? So anyway, um, so that's one. Then two is like actually you're in charge of the child care, housework, and income. This is the point where you may just want to admit that your husband is guilty in the relationship. If you were to leave him, he's the one suffering, not you. So this is not a rare case to happen where the woman is not only like the nurturer, but she's also the provider as well. What kind of marriage is that? It's like you're taking care of your husband. Now, in some situations, if the husband is not able to work because he's disabled or something actually wrong with him, that's not for this situation. This is a situation where he's just lazy. He don't want to apply himself. He don't want to do anything. He don't want to bring anything to the table, and he's expecting you to do everything. And you just so happen to end up with Peter Pan. He don't ever want to grow up. He moved from his mama house to y'all marital home, and he just keeps the same old ways. All right, so that's that's really like crazy situation. Number three, you resent your husband. Both sleeping in on weekends, going out for days at a time, primarily because you don't ever do the same. There's something to be said about being left alone for days or weeks at a time. It's only in the often case that your husband is not taking your needs into account. If you constantly feel like you're being forced to hold down the fort but never get thanks for it, you're a married single mom. But I want to know who has to be away weeks and days at a time. I get like if he's a trucker, like that's his job. But just to be willingly away and like not have a reason to be away, like something's wrong with it. Four, you stop expecting him to make time for date night or even dinner. This is a sign that you subconsciously just giving up hope on him actually being there for you. At this point, you might want to ask yourself if you're actually getting anything out of the relationship. Number five, when a household figure breaks, you're the one who will take care of it. Number six, you feel like you have an extra child, like a man child, um, and you married one, and this is particularly rough, kind of single momdom that can only get better by dropping the adult, adult, and seeking a better partner. Um, I don't like that. I don't like that phrase. Like, to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna find somebody else. Y'all gotta make the guy aware. See, the only way the only way I can see how a woman can feel like she's a married single mom is if like have you even talked to him? Have you ever have you ever said to him like, yo, I feel XYZ in the marriage? If you just kind of like just do things and then you just be mad and you don't ever bring it to his attention, how he gonna know that he's not contributing? How he gonna know that how he gonna know that something's wrong? And this is especially in the situations where the woman dissuades their husband from participating in the activities involving the children, also the one that just takes it upon themselves to just do everything. You can't get mad if you never leave him something to do. You got to give him a chance to do something. You know what I'm saying? And if he chooses not to do anything, then yeah, you have a problem. So I'm kind of like I'm on the fence. You get what I'm saying? I'm not married, right? I'm a single mom, but I'm single because my marital status is single. My son's father, like I said last week, is definitely involved in my child's life, our child's life, our child's life, involved in our child's life, and he does a lot, you know. And I'm not a single mom in the sense that he left and I had no help with our child. But there's people out there that live that type of life. But it's just I don't know. I just feel like if you don't bring it to his attention, how you gonna know? A lot of dudes they don't know. A lot of dudes they don't even pick the sign. You could be all over the house, slamming stuff on the door, and he'll probably watch the TV and he'll just turn the TV up because he don't know that you have a problem. We're gonna get into that a little later on. All right. He's away for the majority of the week, whether you like it or not. 8, if your husband died tomorrow, not much would change about your house routine. Wow. Number 9, you could probably have an affair and he'll never know it's don't be. But hey, 10, you feel like you got a bait and switch deal. Like, a marriage is supposed to be a partnership, and then like you get into this marriage, y'all talk about having kids, and everything's like, ooh, yes, let's have kids. And then y'all finally had a kid, and then like, what the heck? Like, I'm the only one doing stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. But number 11, you stop asking your husband to help you with anything. So you like, now this is the one that's like the chauvinist. Like he said, because he'll do is call you a nag or just delay doing it until you do it yourself. And this is very common among women who have husbands just refuse to pull their weight and be an adult. When this happens, it's not that his job is keeping him from having a marriage, it's just that he doesn't care enough to be happy or even keep you feeling like you're taking. Number 12, even though you're married, you go very alone in your relationship. That's very sad. You don't want to ever feel alone in a union. Um, I'm gonna show you an example of what I mean.
Good morning. Okay, so another day, you gonna walk past me and just not say anything to me. I let myself go. Do you want to know why I've so-called let myself go? It's because I feel like a freaking single mom in a house with a husband. You give me no support. Oh, so what? You work and you pay the bills, and that's what you're supposed to do. You want a cookie for that? Because I work too. Oh, I'm a woman, and that's what I'm supposed to do. You don't even come in and tuck these kids in bed at night. Every night you come in and you say, I'm tired. I need a moment to clear my head. When was the last time I got a moment to clear my head? Because I'm always on the go. You are so rich. I never get a moment to just sit down. You complain that's why the baby doesn't have a shirt on, because she keeps taking it off, Richard. So I want you to tell me how I should keep myself up and stay sane. Tell me.
Wow.
She was going in, y'all. She was going in. She was fed up. She was fed up. She was fed up. And then there's other situations like this. Hold on, let me see if I can find it, y'all. There's some people that shared their experience. Like I just told you about the man-child thing. Here we go.
You want to know why wives are mad? My husband said this was clean. He cleaned this. He said 3 times that it was clean. Of course, I had to come behind and clean it properly. I don't want to clean up after a grown-ass man like I clean up after my child. You wonder why so many women are leaving their marriages. It's easier to be a single mother than a married single mother.
So yeah, y'all, like she was like, I get upset because I said this wasn't clean. He kept saying it was clean and it wasn't clean. It really frustrates women. It gets them to the point where they're upset. They're tired of always being the one to say this is not the way it is. And I can get how it can be daunting. How women can feel like a single wife when it comes to situations like this. But how do they feel like single mom? That's the real deal right here. So let's look into this. Now this was crazy because this is examples of how men in relationships, husbands, are not really in tune with their families, how they're present, but they're not present. Check this out, y'all.
What is your son's birthday?
No, that's a good one. That's a really good one, because I don't know.
You really don't know his
No,
birthday?
I don't know his birthday.
Do you consider you guys pretty close?
Yeah.
What is your daughter's favorite subject in school?
Social study.
Is that true?
No.
What grade is your daughter going into?
9th grade.
What's the name of your daughter's school?
Ash Creek Elementary School.
No.
River Creek.
No.
Something Creek.
No.
What color are your daughter's eyes?
Brown.
All right, let's look. That is incorrect.
They're blue. I have a brown-eyed daughter, though.
What is your daughter's birthday?
May 17th. Oh, no, it's the 14th, and I don't know what year.
Can you name your daughter's teacher?
Mrs. Jones.
Nope.
Mrs. Moore. It's not Moore?
Nope. That was my elementary school teacher.
Can you name their teachers?
Of course I cannot.
What are your daughter's birthdays?
Why do you do this to me?
What about her?
I give up.
Any guesses?
Yesterday.
Oh yeah, yesterday! Horrible.
Her birthday was yesterday.
Just
You forgot
yesterday,
it.
yes.
Can you name the best friend of each of your daughters?
Mari Carmen Rojas, Jimena Lopez, Adamari Lopez, Cristina Cornejo.
Good. Can you give us the name of their doctor?
Fadi Torres.
Good. Can you give us the name of their dentist?
Games Dentalland.
What are your daughter's birthdays?
Yes, May 28, 2009, August 8, 2013, February 24, 2006, June 8, 2006.
Isn't that crazy, y'all? Like how the mom knew everything about her children. It was so in tune, and the dad was just like, Dad, like there's so much I didn't know about my child or my children. And to not even know their birthdays, like that's crazy. Like that is really crazy. To not even know when your child would enter this world. Unbelievable. So over top of that video said examples of married single mothers. What it really means is how a father could be present but not present in the home. And someone really brought up a really good point about this, and I'm gonna play that video right now. And it's pretty much marriage means nothing.
It's not about the ring, it's about the man. Y'all love to look down on women who didn't get married before having kids like a ring truly solidifies anything. Because for real, if it did, there wouldn't be divorces, right? There wouldn't be unhappy marriages or married single moms, right? But the truth is that video is so many women's reality. And it's literally because these men did not play with baby dolls growing up, did not get a kitchen set. They were raised to believe that is a woman's job. So when they do get out of the household, they're looking for another mommy instead of a real partner. I know a married couple where the dad doesn't even change the diapers, doesn't even cook or clean, and they both work. So listen to me when I say it's not about the ring or a title, it's truly about the man.
There you have it. It's not about the ring, it's about the man. See, like I said, for those situations where, you know, the mom just wants to do everything, or the mom dissuades the father from even doing anything because she always says he's doing everything wrong and then he just gives up. This is not for those situations. This is definitely for them situations where the guy is a chauvinist and he feels like, oh, well, it's a woman's job to take care of the kids and everything like that. But then also want the woman to pull weight financially as well. Like, we both need to contribute to this mortgage. I can't do it by myself. But you expect her to do everything by herself when it comes to the kids. Just weird. So here we have other realizations.
I want to talk about being a married single parent. This is something that I don't think is discussed enough in relationships, and one of the many reasons women end up feeling dissatisfied in their marriages, in the relationships, and in partnerships when they are a parent and they are sharing the parenting roles with their spouse. However, they feel as though they have to carry the mental load as well as the physical load. So oftentimes we hear in relationships and parenting, you are the mother. You wanted these kids. You're the mom. I worked all day. And for someone who's a work at home or stay at home mom, that undervalues all that is done by a woman who is at home. Now, let's not even begin to add in a woman who may work outside the home and is also carrying a financial load, a mental load of what do the kids need? What kind of activities are they doing? If they're doing outside extracurricular activities beyond homework, school pictures, getting them dressed, baseball, football, cheerleading, whatever it might be. And let's not even think about talking about the pandemic and the fact that our children just went through a lot of homeschooling, which was a lot of the time put on the mother as well, which is another thing we thought about. Single parenting means you're doing it alone. I often talk to women because I work in the field with women in my businesses, and I hear, my husband isn't supportive. My husband isn't helpful. My husband doesn't understand me. My husband doesn't listen. My husband, my third child. And it makes me wonder, why are we in relationships with somebody who isn't truly a parent, but is behaving as if they are a child and we are their parents as well? Why is it on things like Christmas, many men don't even wrap the gifts or go out shopping, and the wife, the mother, is the one who goes out shopping, makes sure the kids get their wish list items, make sure they're wrapped. And on Christmas morning, the father can just sit down on the couch and be just as surprised, and we find this humorous. This is not humor. This is a neglectful situation to the partner. The partner is being undervalued, underloved. And this happens in everyday life when it's expected that the garbage is just going to go out or the dishes are just going to be done. Or when the partner does that, they just want a trophy or some kind of parade. When women are doing things 24/7 with the mental load of thinking about all the things, with no thanks and often no support. We need to remember that we have value in our relationships. And if you feel like a single parent in a relationship, in a marriage with someone, this is the time that you need to start realizing you have more value than you think.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Here's another one.
Why is it that as moms, whenever we are going through something and we're tired or we're just having a bad day, we have to continue pushing because our kids need us? But when dad's tired, when dad came home from work and he's been working all day and he's exhausted, he needs a break. Why is it that the only alone time we get is sitting on the toilet, which doesn't even work half the time because your toddler walks in the middle of you pooping? You have to rush out of the shower because someone needs you. But dad gets a shower in peace, no interruptions. Why is it that we can go weeks and months without a full night's rest and still are able to get up and take care of our kids in the middle of the night? But God forbid dad is tired. Too many married women are single mothers. And it's really sad because two people made this child, made these children, and only one person is stepping up. How many times does someone have to repeat themselves and complain and cry until you decide no more?
It's truly sad that there are women out here that are facing these situations. But like I said, there's a lot of times when it happens because of one, the guy could be a chauvinist, could be someone who, thinks that it's always in the hands of a woman. But then I told y'all about the situations where the woman may be like, oh no, you're doing it wrong, stop it, blah, 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 blah. Or they just simply do everything like a superwoman. And yeah, so there is a thing where women who are raised by single mothers who see their mom do everything by themselves, never have any help, do it with a smile, do it with ease. It's something about being raised in an environment that sticks with you. Especially if you are a woman who is very close to your mother. You honor your mother. You look at your mother and say, wow, she's superwoman. She could do it all. You know what I'm saying? You aspire to be that superwoman in your relationship, but not realizing that your mom was doing it alone. Like she had no one to fall back on. So now you're in a state where you're like, oh, snap. You're in a relationship, but you still feel like you got to do everything alone because you're thinking of your mom and how she was doing everything alone and doing it with a smile. And this is what's expected of me. And this is what is acceptable. I can't sit there and complain about my back hurting, my legs hurting, my arms hurting, my everything hurting, my head hurting, not wanting to do anything, not wanting to cook, not like I can't be that way at all. And sometimes it's like it's okay. So I'm going to show y'all two situations where accountability is everything. But I'm going to get back to situations where women express they shared, the times when they were married single moms. So here we go. Accountability.
There are almost 600 comments of women who have gone through this.
I debated stitching this video. And the more I thought about it, I watched this video. This was the first video that popped on TikTok this morning when I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. It is now 10 o'clock in the morning. And I debated responding or saying anything about this video, but I'm going to say it. And all I ask is before you comment, just think. That's all I ask. Just think before you react. Here we go. Some of y'all have a husband or have been married to a man that ain't never been there. Hold on. He never been there. He literally left his mama house, married you. Literally. Some of y'all. Some of y'all got with men that you knew when none ain't never been none. You married him anyways. This video ain't for you. Okay? This video is for the women who have a husband and their husband is not helping out at home. This for y'all. Sometimes we like to wear an S on our chest, right? We want the cape. We want to be super mom, super wife, super worker. We want to be Leave It to Beaver mama. We want to be Claire Huxtable career-wise. We want to be Sukiyana in the bedroom. Some of us move like that. Because of that, we carry everything. We carry stuff that our family never even asked us to carry. You do so much that did nobody ask you to do but you. Your husband didn't even ask you to do all that. You wonder why he don't help with it, because it don't bother him. It bothers you. Because you want to be grade A. And you're wearing yourself out. You don't even know a woman that is doing it. You don't know nobody that's doing it all. But for some reason, you feel like you need to. And so you will get jealous when your husband takes time to himself when he's tired because you feel like you can't. You feel like you can't. You cannot do it all. You could rest. You can sit down. The dishes can wait. Just think. Who told you to do it?
Now, she's not slamming women who want to be super women for their family. She's just saying what I got out of what she was talking about in the video was that you can't be mad if you never address it with your partner, or you get mad because you take on the weight of doing it all yourself and you feel like he's not helping. So I was like, oh, that's an interesting perspective. So I wanted to throw that in the mix. And there's another one now. I told you about being raised by a single mom and kind of carrying that into your relationship. So here we have accountability too.
How many married women are single mothers?
I don't, but, whoa.
I believe in holding yourself accountable, pulling back the blinds so that people can see, understand, and sometimes feel heard. I will say that I fell under the category of single mothers on purpose, unintentionally. So I was raised by a single mom. She did everything, right? She worked, she took care of us, she cooked dinner every night. There was no man in my life. So when my husband and I had kids, that's how I treated it. I didn't know how to share responsibility. I didn't know how to take constructive criticism from a man. I didn't know how to react when a man disciplined. I didn't understand what it was like to be in a relationship with someone and not have my children be the number one priority. Now, I will say that majority of my children's life, they were my bullseye, period. And my marriage suffered outside of that because there were times where my husband did not feel like he was a part of the tribe. He felt like he was someone watching it. And I couldn't understand. I just didn't understand why he felt that way. I'm like, we include you in everything. But then I had to pay attention as I got older and my kids got older, that emotionally the kids are drawn to me. When the kids ask questions, when they're excited, when they have good news, they would come to me. And I had to learn how to reroute them to their dad so that he started feeling included. And I'm not saying that he didn't he did not help himself with some of the way that he thought. And now the children are just like, we're even Steven. That's just what we are. But I can honestly say that for a very long time, I thought like a single mother, because in my head, the way I was raised was singular, and I could not get past that, but I didn't even see anything wrong with it until I had to really step outside of myself and ask just super hard questions that didn't make me feel good about where I was, if that makes sense.
So those two young ladies, I appreciate their perspectives on, being in a marriage and bringing that single mother mentality into the relationship, therefore creating this situation where they feel like a married single mom in their relationship because they brought that mentality, or they brought that I want to be super mom mentality into the relationship. And there are perfectionist moms out there, women that want to do it all, that feel like they can do it all and everything like that. And like the first lady was saying, it's okay to ask for help of your partner. No one is asking you to do all of this, but you're putting yourself in a situation where like, and it feels it when it comes to that type of situation, I can see how a man would feel like, wow, like you really trying to make it seem like I'm not doing anything for my kids. I'm not there. But you're taking on all the responsibility for yourself. Especially when, there's some husbands out there that be like, yo, I'll take care of everything. You go ahead, you have a night out. I'll take care of everything. And the mom will be like, okay. But then they call and every 2 seconds checking in. Is everything okay? Do you need to come back home? You have everything. They give them the third degree before they leave out the house, like they talking to a babysitter. And it's like, this is not a babysitter. This is your husband. Obviously, like he will know how to take care of the kids. You gotta let him do it sometimes, and not feel like you can't trust him. That's a big thing. Trust. When you make a man feel like you can't trust him to take care of his kids, he starts to lose his willingness and wanting to do it. But then there are situations, like I said in the first instance, where there's men out there that they don't carry the weight. They don't do anything because they feel like it's solely the responsibility of the mother.
That I was doing so much without him, and we were married.
This is facts. It's so crazy because I was married with my kid's father. I was with him for 13 years. We were married for 7 years of those 13 years. During the entire marriage, when I was into church, I would go to church by myself with the kids. Like, he never went to church with me. My family took family trips to Disney World every year. He never came. It was just me and the kids. Thanksgiving, Christmas, whenever we would go visit the families, it was me and the kids, just by myself. I was doing so much with the kids, doctor's appointments, everything, by myself. So then when we finally, we get divorced over the years, like, he gets upset because he has to pay child support, so he chooses not to pay it. He, refuses to send money. He sends it when he wants to every now and then, $100 here, $200 there. Like, this went on for 12 or 13 years after our divorce. during this whole time, I'm like messaging him saying, hey, you know, time is going to come when your kids are going to realize what the real deal is. Like, I'm making sure they have a relationship with you. Like, I'm, you know, making sure that they see daddy, but they're getting older and they're going to realize what it is. He would respond back, F you, B, you petty B, you bitter B, like everything. Like, he stopped talking to me. You talk too much. You are jealous B. You jealous of my new woman, all this stuff. So last week, and I recorded the conversation because I keep every bit of communication. He messaged me. He goes, hey, you know, I was talking to, you know, our daughter. He's like, we need to learn how to be civil for them. So I want to know if you'll sit down and talk to me and let's talk this stuff out. I said, bruh, they grown now. They 20, 19, 17, and 14. There's nothing else I need to say to you. Anything they need, they can come to you. Like, I don't even need to answer your calls. Like, you've been on block. Like, mind you, he called me from a no caller ID number. So he kept trying to, like, God has shown me that I need to forgive you. God has shown me this. I've been in my word lately. I'm like, you what? You did what? Like, oh, I said, did God tell you that you should pay me for the $85K that you owe me in child support? Like, what? God told you to forgive me? I said, look, dude, I said, I've been let that stuff go. I've tried to be civil with you over the years, but I've put up my boundaries. Like, I have peace now, and I'm not about to let you break that peace, especially when your kids are grown. He gets mad and hangs up in my face. I sent him 32 screenshots of text messages of me telling him the exact same thing over 12 years. Bye.
It's easier to be a single mother than to stay with the partner of the...
This is so true, or at the very least in my experience. I've been separated now for 2 years, and often the conversations that I have with maybe relatives, very close family friends, my parents will be, so you're not gonna go back? To which I tend to respond, none of your business. I'm like, I never respond, it's none of your business, but I should. Instead, I usually reply, well, there hasn't been much change, and so no, it's not possible. What they fail to understand is if I would rather do life, raise kids, single, there must be something wrong. And one of the craziest revelations to me once we were separated was that life didn't feel much different outside of the fact that he just didn't live there. And on top of that, I don't have to answer to anybody.
Hey, but I have that you marked single. Are you guys not?
Oh, no, that's exactly right. I might as well be single. I'm out here doing everything, changing diapers, cleaning the house.
Don't act like I'm an absent father. I'm going to work and doing what I have to do.
Oh, are you a stay-at-home mom?
No, I work too. He act like just because I work from home, apparently I don't work.
Yeah, but you don't have to deal with the mental stress each morning of having to wake up and drive somewhere.
Mental stress? Oh, so I guess breastfeeding throughout the middle of the night and giving medicine to our other child. Apparently that's not getting up early.
Well, how many kids do you guys have?
We have 3 kids together, ma'am. And you know what? When is the last time he changed the diaper or cooked?
Man, first of all, I'm here. I play with my kids. I'm there for them emotionally, bro. You heard me?
Can you be there to take him to the bathroom at 2 a.m? I mean, change a diaper, put him in a tub, something?
She complaining about stuff that she's supposed to do, that women do, you know? I mean, weren't y'all born to do that type of stuff?
But domestic violence goes both ways. Put your hands down.
Always talking that stuff about being an independent woman.
That's it.
I know that therapist was like, what is going on? But see, that situation right there, when he was saying, isn't that what a woman's supposed to do? Isn't she supposed to do all the things that I understand why women would feel like married single moms? When a man opens his mouth and says stuff like that, or he's saying, oh, I gotta babysit the kids, like, dude, these are your children. You're not babysitting anything. These are your children. Like, or putting a mom in a situation where she feels like she has to carry the load while, while he just sits there and chills and watch TV. So pretty much in that video, the woman was just explaining how she had to cater to her kids and do everything and clean up everything while he just sat there. Shout out to Try, who just came up in here tonight. He says salute Lashia, salute Trevo. He said, I'm looking good tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And of course, I gotta show my best friend some love. He said, welcome to Think Different TV, Chula, who is tuning in. So yeah, guys, so that's what they pretty much went through. That's what they go through. But like I said, it's not always the same situation with everybody. You get what I'm saying? It's not always the same situation with everybody. It's always a case by case type of thing. So this one lady, she wanted to give people advice, but before I jump into the advice, I want to give a man's point of view on the situation. Okay,
it's not a woman's job to raise the children. Married single mom. This happens so much more often than you probably think, and I know this first-handedly because I was once one of those husbands that was not as involved in the responsibilities surrounding raising my child as I should have been. And I got my shit together, and I became the father that I needed to be for my family. But there are so many dads out there who think that because they work a hard labor job and they provide for their family financially, that they don't have to do anything else, and that is just not the truth. It is so much worse for a child to have a father who is home but never present than to have a father who is just never around, period. Take pride in being a father. Go change their diapers, feed them, like do all that stuff. They're only little for so long. And even if your wife or your girl, whatever, is a stay-at-home mom, it is a lot of work. My wife and I both work from home and take care of both of our children together, and it is a lot of work even if I didn't have to work from home. Fathers need to fall in line.
So before I end this segment, I want to just throw out the video of the woman giving the advice. I don't wholeheartedly agree with it, but here's the thing.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. If you're doing it alone, leave and go do it alone. Your kids deserve to see you happy, not in a relationship that is miserable. In fact, you're actually teaching your kids that it's okay to accept less than you deserve. Oh, with that being said, I completely understand what it's like to be in a relationship because you want your family to work out. But there's only so much you can do to make excuses for the person who's not doing shit in your relationship. Everyone deserves better, the best. Just please remember that you are never asking too much for the person who you've had a baby with to help you with that baby.
So I get it. She said, just go ahead and just leave and do it alone if you're already doing it alone. I get it. The kids do deserve to see you happy, but again, please don't just up and leave. Talk to your mate about it. Sit down and have an actual conversation before you make the decision to just up and leave. Because like I said, some men, they just don't realize that they are not doing right. You gotta clue them in a few times. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of single moms don't even like when married moms say that they feel like a single mom inside of their marriage, because there's several things that married women have that single moms do not have. All right. So I read this article, and it says when a married mom says she feels like a single mom. And there's some examples. So single parents, men included, single moms, single fathers. What's the big deal if a single mom says she feels like a single mom? All right. It said it negates the difficult single parents go through. It negates the difficulties single parents go through. Finances, Married moms have someone to fall back upon financially, even if their spouse doesn't have a high-paying job. A single mom has her income and no one else's. So that's one. And, I can tell y'all about that all the time. Illnesses. If a married mom suddenly became sick and couldn't get out of the bed or broke her leg or something like that, she would have a spouse that could take care of things. Single moms have to take care of kids while they're throwing up sick, while they're, not feeling well, their leg broken, they still got to take care of business. If they're a single mom that does not have an active parent in the child's life. Parenting decisions, it solely falls on the shoulders of the single mom or a single parent. And when you're in a marriage, you have someone to discuss it with. And the workload, sometimes a married mom can take off of work or not even have to work at all if their partner is maintaining the providing part of the whole situation. So there's a lot to unload in this topic, but I feel like I gave y'all enough information tonight, and I hope that the info helps someone. And that, guys, concludes my hot topic.
I'm coming in hot.
So I wanted to do something a little different for the music discussion, but before I even jump into the music discussion, I definitely want to shout out my sponsor. My sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way, get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water, or if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. And that's our sponsor. Listen, music discussion tonight, R&B groups. Now, R&B male and R&B female groups. Now, there's a lot that came out over the years, but this generation is kind of stagnant. I haven't seen any male or female groups that have dropped since, I don't know, 2013, 2014. No, I'm lying. 2016. Because the last group I really remember really hitting was June's Diary. And that's a group that my cousin Crystal is in. But I really feel like there is no group that came out after that. And I'm not talking about solo artists that get together and become a group to do a album or whatever, like TGT or Levert, Sweat and Gill, LSG. I'm not talking about those situations. I'm talking about people that actually came together and they said, we're going to be a group. And I think it's a lot of singularity right now. A lot of people just, I don't know if it's because they learned from the mistakes of past groups, or they just feel like if it's solely on them, they can go to the top faster, or whatever it is. There are a lot of groups. Actually, I looked into it, and they actually have like a top 45 list on IMDb. I want y'all to sound off in the comments. Female groups, male groups, and if you know of a group that's out right now, put that in the comments and let me know, because I haven't heard of any of them. And I'm like, maybe I'm just out of the loop, or maybe I'm right as far as there aren't any groups right now that are out and doing anything, any concerts or anything like that, or records. I sound like an old person. doing any singles or anything like that, you know. So where is that? Where is that link at? I think it's on the first one. Pull it up real quick. So they said the 45 greatest R&B groups of all time, right? So these are the ones that they have listed. I'm gonna jump into the comments real quick. So we have Try, who said he said that we gotta talk about some of these artists. R&B groups are dead now. We need them back in the genre. Absolutely. He said Jagged Edge and Destiny's Child were the last good groups. Is that true? Jagged Edge and Destiny's Child. I like to say 112 over Jagged Edge. There might be a little bit of a fight. What about Drew Hill? Let's see the next comment. You got New Edition, Guy. Oh, speaking of Guy, they're actually doing a concert. They're doing a concert with is it with 112? I just saw the advertisement for it and I was like, dang, I really want to go to that. But I think it's not until it's like New Edition, Guy. Oh my gosh. It was other people on there. But I was like, dang, I think it's not until March 18th, but I wanted it for a birthday gift. And I was like, dang, I don't know. If y'all love me enough, why don't y'all send some money to my Cash App so that I can go and get the tickets? My Cash App is scrolling along the bottom of the screen. She is star. Or you just want to send some money to support the show? That's always, a good thing. I'm up here. I'm giving y'all information. I was doing it as a labor of love, but I wouldn't mind doing it as a labor for money either. Let's see. New Edition Guy, Blackstreet, Tony. Yes. SWV. Now, if you say Tony, you definitely got to throw out Mint Condition with Stokely, right? SWV, Changing Faces, Escape. I Am Young P. He said, nope. I'm guess you responded to what I was saying about the groups not being out like that. Try said he loves 112. I Am Young P said Boys the Men. Of course, Boys the Men. Can't forget to mention them because I'm in Philly and Boys the Men. Yeah, so Try said Guy and Keith Sweat, that's the other person with New Edition. They all on a tour. So I don't know. If y'all love me, y'all could drop a little something in my Cash App so that I can get these tickets. I mean, if y'all love me. Try said I like the few Drew Hill songs in my bed remix with the Brett and JD. I mean, they had so many more than that. Remember 5 Steps? 5 steps eternally. We were 4 steps. Young P said SWV definitely. Where did you go? You're telling me that you love me. Oh, but you know that you belong to another girl who loves you. Love SWV. I actually met Coco in Walgreens at Broad and Chestnut. I met her. I took a picture with her. I was like, oh my gosh, you're Coco from SWV. Oh my gosh. Try said Intro, Portrait, Troop, Brownstone were severely slept on groups. Absolutely. And Brownstone was the one with Nikki Gilbert, right? That was the one with Nikki Gilbert in it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the one she was in. Now I'm gonna read the groups that they put at the 45 greatest all time. So they put Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind, and Fire, they really threw it back. They went back. They like this is all the way up until now, right? So Tri said he saw SWV in concert on the Tony Braxton tour. They were great. Woo! And I knew it. Nikki is from Brownstone. Yup. She was the one that was all like, remember that episode of Martin when she was on there and she was like, she was rehearsing so much that she had lost her voice. So which call was like, Martin was like, oh my gosh, no. She was like, I can't even talk. And then she drank some tea or something, and she said, I'm okay now. And then she started singing, and this was supposed to be Martin's artist, but then like I guess she got signed to them, and so she left them or whatever. It was crazy. Yeah, she was on the R&B's Divas reality show. I don't like when people be on reality shows. All right. So was Kelly Price. I don't like when they be on reality shows. Lil Mo was on one. I think Lil Mo was on the one with Kelly Price and Shantae Moore. But I don't like when they on those reality shows because I'd rather just know you from singing. I don't want to know you from having a nasty attitude and treating people wrong and just cussing people out. I don't like all that. I like they could have kept all that drama. I ain't like that too much. But okay, let me get back into the list. All right. So Ozzy Brothers, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Temptations. Yeah, Monifa was on there too. I remember that. That's when I found out that she was a lesbian. I was like, oh, okay. Boys the Men. That's what I'm saying. Too many people want to put all their business out there. Just make good music, you know. The Supremes, Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge didn't make the list. Kool and the Gang, New Edition, Jackson 5, of course. The OJs, TLC, Jodeci. Jodeci. I'm surprised y'all didn't mention Jodeci. Jodeci was oh my gosh, like Jodeci used to come back to back with the hits. In Vogue. The girl from In Vogue was on there too. She was on there too. Tony, Destiny's Child, Parliament, The Shy Lights, Escape, Ohio Players, Drew Hill, SWV, The Miracle, The Stylistics, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Would I really count Gladys Knight and the Pips as a group? I don't know. I don't think I would count Gladys Knight and the Pips as a group. I don't know. Y'all put it in the comments. I wouldn't personally, because I don't think that's a group. I think there's like Gladys Knight was singing the main vocals and the Pips were backing her up, but I didn't feel like it was a group type of thing. Like I said, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Like Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, I could see as being more of a group, even though Harold Melvin was the lead singer, but they all moved together. They all, was dancing and everything like that. Silk, the Gap Band. That's what Gap Band had Uncle Charlie. Ooh-wee. Total, the Four Tops, High Five. 112. 112 was way down the list though. Guy, the Spinners, Blackstreet. And it's kind of crazy because Blackstreet and Guy both had Teddy Riley in it. And they're both like up there as far as groups. H-Town, the Drifters, Soul for Real, the Whispers, Belle Biv DeVoe, Janae, remember Janae? They was the one that did it's a groove, banger groove, banger groove, bang. It's a groove, banger groove, bang. We're moving on, keep it strong. I just changed the whole key. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a groove. I'll figure it out later. Changing faces. Shy 702 Brownstone. Tribe said the Commodores, the Delphonics, Black Ivory. He said, I love those folk bands from the 70s. My mom played their albums around the house. Yeah, definitely their first album, Jade's first album was a classic. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. So yeah, y'all, those are the groups, but where are the male and female groups of the day? Let's do a little search. Male R and B group 20. They got 2000s. Okay, so they got ATL, Day 26, but that's old too. Like all these are old. All these are old groups. Brother. All these are old groups. I'm not seeing anything. Got B5. You got Color Me Bad. B2K, of course, B2K. Rough Ends, remember Rough Ends? Pretty Ricky, I guess that counts. Y'all, I'm not seeing any that's after 2000. Like there's ones that lasted after 2010, like ended in like 2018. LFO that ended in 2018, but they been established since 1995. So let me go to female groups. Try to say I actually watched Day 26 when they were on Making the Band. They were just on the wrong label. That's true. I wholeheartedly believe that. Let me look at female. And this is so crazy. So they do have more recent groups as far as female. Like they have Cherish, Danny D. Kane, Electric Red, 3LW. I wouldn't count City High as a female R&B group because it was 2 males and 1 female. Floetry. So the internet and foreign exchange were groups too, but they were so much more than just R&B. So I say all this to say that maybe it's time for them to create a female group, a male group, see if that's a possibility. And no, I don't mean getting a whole bunch of solo artists together into a group. No, we're not doing it. No, because they try to do that on, what was that show where they took the girl from 3LW and they had the girls from Cherish, the twins from Cherish, and they tried to put them in a group together along with what the girl name that was with Lil Wayne. They got big with Lil Wayne. They was just doing too much. I said, no, stop it. Also, the girl from Black. Black was a good group too. BLAQUE. He said, you remember Coffee Brown? I'm not sure. Probably know music from them, but I probably don't know. I would have to hear music from them. So yeah, definitely, y'all. Like these groups that were of yesteryear, and now there's like no groups today. It's freaking bananas. But we're gonna move on to our next segment, which is my financial tip. But before I even do that, I definitely want to shout out my sponsor, Euphoria Water. I'm just gonna throw it up on the screen really quickly. There you go. Boom, the healthiest water. And I'm going to hop into my financial tip. But I thank y'all for participating in the music discussion. So my financial tip for tonight is setting up a budget. Well, step by step. It's always, you got to take it step by step when it comes to stuff like this. You can't just jump into the fold and be like, oh, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So, number one, you want to calculate your net income. You want to know what you're bringing in. All right. We're not talking about gross. We're talking about net. So anybody who does not know what net income is when you have your gross and they subtract all the taxes and everything like that, and then it's whatever is left over afterwards. But I'm sure everybody who's ever had a job knows the difference between gross income and net income. But the foundation of an effective budget is your net income. That is your take-home pay, total wages or salary minus deductions for taxes and employer-provided programs such as retirement plans and health insurance. Focusing on your total salary instead of a net income could lead you to overspending because you think you have more available money than you do. If you're a freelancer, gig worker, contractor, or self-employed, make sure to keep detailed notes of your contracts and pay in order to help manage irregular income. All right. Number two, you want to track your spending. Once you know how much money you have coming in, the next step is to figure out where it's going. Tracking and categorizing your expenses can help you determine what you are spending the most money on and where it might be easiest to save. Begin by listing your fixed expenses. These are regular monthly bills, such as rent or mortgage, utilities, and car payments. Next, list your variable expenses. So it's fixed and it's variable. Your variable expenses are those that may change from month to month, such as groceries, gas, and entertainment. This is an area where you might find opportunities to cut back. Credit card and bank statements are good places to start since they often itemize or categorize your monthly expenditures. Record your daily spending with anything that's handy, a pen and paper, an app, or your smartphone, or budgeting spreadsheets or templates found online. All right. Number three, set realistic goals. Before you start sifting through the information you've tracked, make a list of your short and long-term financial goals. Short-term goals should take around 1 to 3 years to achieve and might include things like setting up an emergency fund or paying down credit card debt. Long-term goals such as saving for retirement or your child's education may take decades to reach. Remember, your goals don't have to be set in stone, but identifying them can help motivate you to stick to your budget. For example, it might be easier to cut spending if you know you're saving for a vacation. And a lot of people, what they do is they do those vision boards. Like I told y'all before on the show, they actually have a vision board where they put up pictures of vacations and this and that and whatever they want to, achieve so they can see it. Because they're some people that's very visual. They need to see it, right? There's people that are audio, like they gotta hear affirmations every day. They gotta listen to them. I'm great. I'm amazing. I'm going to achieve. I'm going to So set realistic goals. Put them on a vision board. Post them up so you can always look and say, "This is what I'm working towards." Right? Number 4, make a plan. This is where everything comes together, where you're actually spending versus what you want to spend. Use the variable and fixed expenses you compile to get a sense of what you'll spend in the coming months. All right, then compare that to your net income and priorities. Consider setting specific and realistic spending limits for each category of expenses. You might choose to break down your expenses even further between things you need to have and things you want to have. All right. For instance, if you drive to work every day, gasoline counts as a need, right? A monthly music subscription, however, may count as a want. This difference becomes important when you're looking for ways to redirect your money to your financial goals. So, there's a lot of people that got Hulu accounts. They got all these different things, all these different subscriptions. Keep those subscriptions in line, y'all. Right? Some people, they have these apps now that detect all your different subscriptions that you have, and they check everything, right? But I find it, because I'm old school, I find it better to take a pen, preferably a Think Different TV pen, and a notebook, and writing down everything that I put my money out for, so that I can know, right? Because it's so hard sometimes to keep track with the apps too. And sometimes it be taking up so much daggone memory in your phone. You be like, dang, well, I even got this app. And then you end up erasing the app because you want to have more memory on your phone. And then that's pretty much a waste, right? So, but you can have as many notebooks as you want. You ain't gonna run out of space for that, right? So definitely do that. Step 5, adjust your spending to stay on budget. Now that you've documented your income and spending, you can make any necessary adjustments so that you don't overspend and have money to put towards your goals. Look towards your wants as the first area for cuts. Sorry about that, y'all. For cuts. Can you skip movie night in favor of a movie at home? If you've already adjusted your spending on wants, take a closer look at your spending on monthly payments. On closer inspection, a need may just be a hard to part with. If the numbers still aren't adding up, look at adjusting your fixed expenses. Could you, for instance, save more by shopping around for a better rate on auto and homeowners insurance? Such decisions come with big trade-offs. So make sure you carefully weigh your options. Remember, even small savings can add up to a lot of money. You might be surprised at how much extra money you accumulate by making one minor adjustment at a time. And number 6, review your budget regularly. Once your budget is set, it's important to review it and your spending on a regular basis to be sure you are staying on track. Few elements of your budget are set in stone. You may get a raise, your expenses may change, or you may reach a goal and want to plan for a new one. Whatever the reason, get into the habit of regularly checking in with your budget following the steps above, which were: number 1, because we're going to go back, calculate your net income. Number 2, track your spending. Number 3, set realistic goals. Okay, number 4, make a plan. And number 5, adjust your spending to stay on budget. And 6 is just reviewing your budget regularly. So that is my financial tip for tonight. So I'm so glad that you guys are tuned in. We're about to jump into the last portion of the show, which is our Jeopardy. All right. I love doing this. And tonight we have the Capricorn Jeopardy. And it's a lot harder than it was last week. So I hope y'all are prepared. Make sure y'all go ahead and if you want to participate in the Jeopardy, click on the link in the comments, all right, which is in the comments on YouTube. I'm about to put them on Facebook. So, because I want y'all to participate. And please, 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 there's going to be people coming on the screen to answer the questions. So do not put the answers in the comments. because we've been having a little bit of trouble with that, y'all. We can't have people putting the answers in the comments because then that give Try a chance to cheat. So I'm going to put on some music so people can come on in. All right. While that is loading up, here we go. So I see we have someone backstage. We have Reg backstage. All right. What's up, Reg? How you been?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm great. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you too.
So where is, you know who I'm looking for? The person that always be on here.
I think he's gonna be on his way.
Him. What happened?
He should be on his way.
He's on his way? Oh my
Probably.
gosh. All right. I'll be patient. I'm gonna play the music a little bit more. Okay. Try to say he here, but you're not backstage, honey. Are you backstage? You're not backstage. I don't see you. Where you
didn't
at?
get the link.
It's in the comments. You might have to scroll up a little bit more, but okay, let me put it back in the comments again. All right. I put it back in the chat. So I need y'all connection to be right, because we're going to zoom through this. We're going to do it. Oh, Try, you right. Nivea. That was what her name was. Girl. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right, y'all. I'm adding y'all to the stream. Make sure y'all turn me down in the background so y'all hear that feedback of muted, so that y'all get that feedback, because I can hear myself sound crazy. I'm like, Dad, I sound that annoying?
I'm weak.
All right, before we get into Capricorn season, Jeopardy, do you know these famous Capricorns? Euphoria Water is our sponsor. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG, or if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, call Captain at 267-707-8279. Y'all didn't think I could do that all in one breath, but I did it. There you go. All right. Tonight we had the Single Mom series. Part 2, married single moms. Last week we had being a single mama, flex. And next week is to be announced very soon. All right, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for joining in to Capricorn Season Jeopardy. Like I said, we're gonna get this on and popping. It's kind of early because y'all know we usually be doing this around like 11 o'clock. But because Think Different TV has changed this time to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are getting things done a little bit earlier. You see I'm flowing? You see the flowiness?
I like it.
All right.
Look at you glowing. Look at you glowing right now and shit. Who you trying to impress?
I'm trying to impress myself. So here we go, y'all. We got 17 questions, $20 on the line.
17 questions.
17 questions.
Jesus Christ. Ooh. Wow.
Yeah, 17 questions. It's 4 of each point value. And you haven't been on in a while, Reg, so you know things have changed just a little bit. And we don't just do like we actually doing the point values. I know you remember that of the questions. So at the end of it all, we'll have the final Jeopardy. So make sure y'all have your pen and paper ready. I always have my Think Different TV pen on hand, so I can write down the score. Now, here we go. These are all Capricorns. And I hope y'all didn't do y'all research because then I'll punch you on the throat. All right. We're going to jump into the first 100-point answer. All right. Remember, this is Jeopardy, so you have to answer in the form of a question. If you do not, it will be wrong. Even if you're right, you will be wrong. An example is if I say the color of the sky is this, you say, what is blue? All right, here we go. 100-point answer. This cat got his start on A Living Color, playing a variety of characters, including Fire Marshal Bill. Reg.
Who is Jim Carrey?
Who is Jim Carrey? Absolutely. That is my boy. All right. Let me tell you something. All right. Next 100-point answer. This cat was a comedian who played the nosy and racist neighbor on Bringing Down the House. Reg.
Who is Steve Martin?
Wrong. Try, you had your hand up.
I thought it was Steve also.
Absolutely wrong. Mind you, I said comedian, and I said it was the person who played the nosy and racist neighbor on Bringing Down the House, which was Betty White.
R.I.P.
Wow. I forgot she was in it.
Same.
Yeah. That took you back, didn't it? Next 100-point answer. This cap is all about the bass, no trouble. 5. Oh, there you go. Try.
Forgot her name.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Reg.
Who is Kesha?
Wrong. Who is Meghan Trainor?
Gotcha.
Oh, they all the same.
Meghan Trainor, right?
You said they're the same to you?
They're all the same to me.
Chai, is this a little bit harder than last week?
Nah, I forgot her name because she only had one hit. I was like, I know the person. I just forgot her name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Megan, if you end up watching this, Try ain't mean nothing by it, or maybe he did. I don't
Yeah.
know. All right. Next 100-point answer. This cat was once young and living la vida loca. Reg.
Who is Ricky Martin?
Who is Ricky Martin? Yes, absolutely. Living la vida loca. All right. His name is actually Enrique Martinez, and he had to change it to Ricky Martin because remember we had Enrique Iglesias, so he had to change his name so they wouldn't be confusing the two. All right, little fun fact. 200-point answers. All right. First one. This cat had her own show, Caroline in the City, which didn't do as well as Seinfeld, on which she played Elaine. Reg.
Who is Julia Dreyfus?
Who is Julia Dreyfus? Absolutely. It really didn't do as well as Seinfeld, but then again, I didn't like Seinfeld either, and I'm surprised it lasted as long. Here we go. Listen, I love you, Jason Alexander, but I just couldn't get through an episode of Seinfeld. I'm sorry. I just couldn't do it. Next one. Next 200-point answer. This cat spent majority of his career hosting American Idol. Reg.
Who is Ryan Seacrest?
Who is Ryan Seacrest? Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is American Idol. I was like, you gonna be this American Idol all your life. If that show ain't never end, woo. Thank God he was like, okay, let me just take over Casey Kasem's job.
Right.
let me try to find something different. Hey, fun fact, American Idol actually started off with 2 hosts. Ryan Seacrest and other bull that didn't I think Brian Dunkelman. And yeah, they was like after the first season, they was like, Brian, you out of here. Bye. Kick rocks. All right. Next 200-point answer. Before Aaliyah made I Will Always Love You an international hit, it was done by this cat. Reg.
Who is Dolly Parton?
Who is Dolly Parton? Absolutely. She actually just hosted the New Year's Eve, Rockin' New Year's Eve with Miley Cyrus. All right, last 200-point answer. This cat is married to Prince William. Reg.
Who is that Megan girl?
Nope.
Ah, dude.
Try. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. He like, I don't know. He like, I don't know, man. He like, I don't know. Who is Kate Middleton? Yeah, I know she was the first one to get married to one of the princes, but she the forgotten one because Harry and Meghan been, they even got a Netflix special. All right, 300-point answers. All right, first one. This cat is the first lady who said, when they go low, we go high. But I'm still going to be petty. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who is Michelle Obama?
She said that?
Where did she say that?
Yeah. She said, when they go low, we go high. But I said, I'm still going to be petty. Next 300-point answer. All right. This cat played the new girl, but she ain't so new anymore. Try.
Who is Zoe Deschanel?
Who is Zoe Deschanel? Absolutely. Look at Try getting on the board. Finally. All right, next 300-point answer. This cat is an actor, but nowadays he's busy being a husband to Kristen Bell. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who is Dax Shepard? I know. Don't even say it, Reg. Shh.
I don't even know who Kristen Bell is, honestly.
I want to get more viewers, so don't mess up my chances. I love you, Kristen Bell. I loved you on The Good Place. It's an amazing show. I love it. So there we go. Next 300-point answer. This cat is an actor in the Lord of the Rings and Pirates of the Caribbean franchises. Reg.
Who is Johnny Depp?
And try.
Who is Orlando Bloom?
Who is Orlando Bloom? Absolutely. All right. We are now going into our 400-point round. All right, 400-point answers. Here we go. First one. This cat played the wife of Steve Martin in Father of the Bride. 5, 4, 3. Try. What'd you say?
Who was Diane Keaton? Who is
Diane Keaton? Okay. I hear you now. Yes, that is who it is, Diane Keaton. All right. Next 400-point answer. This cat played the Joker in Suicide Squad. Reg.
Who is Pete Davidson?
And
Jesus Christ.
Try. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't hear the answer. I didn't hear the question.
Who is Jared Leto? You didn't hear the question. You gotta get your service, your connection.
My Wi-Fi is messing up tonight. I don't know why.
Because you got that Giants hat on that's messing with the frequency. You gotta take that off.
There you
then
go.
The service will get better. I'm sorry we beat you so bad the other night. No, I'm not. Moving on. Next 400-point answer. All right. This cat is a singer in her own right, but she tends to fall into the shadow of her older sister, Miley. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who is Noah Cyrus?
I didn't know she had a sister.
Dirt. She got like 6 of them.
Jesus Christ. I never seen them.
That's 6 of them. But Miley just, she just that chick. All right. Last 400-point answer. This cat's claim to fame is his playing the role of Mike Wheeler on Stranger Things. Try.
Who is Finn Wolfhard?
Yes, who is Finn Wolfhard? And I'm surprised you knew that one.
That's my show. I love Stranger Things.
So, guys, I'm about to total it up. We got 1,400 for try, and we have 800 for Reg. Oh, try you know when to strike, huh? You like, I'm wait till the higher point questions, and I'm just going to come and answer a few and just dominate. But it's okay, because listen, it's still anybody's game. So what I need for y'all to do right now is get that pen and paper ready while we jump into our final Jeopardy. All right. But before we jump into that final Jeopardy, you know we got to shout out our sponsor, Euphoria Water, who is my day one sponsor. The cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, alkaline water with minerals. Hit up Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water, or call Captain at 267-707-8279 if you want Euphoria Water delivered to your home in Philadelphia. All right. Here we go. Our final Jeopardy for tonight is, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready?
I'm ready, Freddie.
Okay. Willy Wonka makes a return to the big screen December 2023. And this cat will be Willy Wonka. There you go. Oh, shit. Damn. I messed up. And y'all knew it. Y'all knew that I messed up. Y'all didn't say nothing. So I didn't even ask y'all how much I was going to wager. Now y'all already know the question. Shit. What am I going to do?
You can still ask. I mean, you can still ask. It's still anybody's game.
Okay. All right. How much was...
Hey, how you doing, sir?
This is all that stuff getting messed up. How much would y'all like to wager?
Be safe. You too.
How much would y'all like to wager?
I'm probably gonna go for everything.
$1?
$1. Yeah, but I don't think I know it. I don't think I know this one.
Okay.
I'm playing it
I'll
safe.
I'll fix the mistake I just made. Freaky freak. All right. So in the meantime, how did y'all feel about that conversation about the female and male groups?
I like that.
Is there a group out right now that I missed out on?
Nope.
That's out right now? No. Wow. All right. We have to pivot. And I like pivoting. So we just gonna pivot. And I'm gonna fix it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pivot because I don't like when I make mistakes. Because that ain't cool. That is not cool. All right. Make y'all wagers.
What's the topic?
It's still the same. Still famous Capricorn.
I'm gonna put $1.
You still gonna put $1? Okay. And Reg, how much would you like to wager?
Probably everything.
Everything. All right, here we go. This cat is formerly a beloved Saturday Night Live personality, but he's also the longest serving anchor on the show's wildly popular Weekend Update. I'm looking at oh my gosh. So So I am Young P said, glad none of them knew their answer. Trevo said, I knew that one, LOL. And then I am Young P said, somebody Googling. All right, y'all. I was just checking out the comments real quick. All right, so Reg, you are the challenger so far. You have 800 points. You have wagered 800 points. What is your final answer?
I said, who was Norm Macdonald?
No. And wrong. All right, try. What is your answer? Who is, I can't see it. Just say it. Who is Seth Meyers?
Who is Seth Meyers?
No. Yes, you are correct. Yes, it is Seth Meyers. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. How you do that? How you do that though? I didn't know who the hell he was. How you know that?
I watched the show. I watched the show. I watched SNL. He has his own late night show now.
Oh. And so some people they going off in the comments. I mean, he's like, he mad or no. He probably talking about you, Reg. Samuel just popped in. He said, suck.
Damn, you missed it.
Yeah, he missed everything. But listen, y'all. Try is the winner. He is the winner with 1,401 points. And he is the winner of the $20 cash at. Yo, what is going on? Can somebody please beat Try? Because I'm tired of him taking my money. Y'all just not. Oh, and just to answer the other one that I made a little boo-boo on. The one I made a little boo-boo on. Willy Wonka is coming in December 2023, and Timothy Chalamet will be playing.
Oh, and I knew that question. I knew that one too.
Willy Wonka. So there you go.
I would have never known.
I thank you guys for participating. As always, it is a pleasure. Try, you will be getting that money very soon. And I will see y'all next week.
Thanks.
Peace.
Peace.
Thanks, man.
Right here. Peace. No problem. Salute. Right here on Salute. So hopefully next week, Try doesn't have that horrendous hat on. And, we wouldn't be distracted by his ugliness. Go Birds. Anyway, I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in tonight. Like I said, we had our Hit It and Quit It. And we had our hot topic, which was our Single Mom series, part 2. Married single moms. Make sure y'all watch the replay, okay? Also, we had our music discussion about the R&B female and male groups of today. Are there any? Why aren't there any? And is there a time for them to come back? And our financial discussion was step-by-step ways to budget. All right. So guys, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell on our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. I want to say thank you to my sponsor yet again, Euphoria Water, who has been holding me down since day one. All right. And, I'm always so excited to talk about Euphoria Water because it's the healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives, none of that crazy stuff in it. Is good and good for you. And make sure you hit up Euphoria Water on IG. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want to deliver to your home, call Captain at 267-707-8279. Again, guys, I thank you all. I appreciate you for tuning in tonight. So have a wonderful week, and I'll see you all next week. I always forget to do this, but there you go.
Think Different TV. Live every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Ashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Come on in and join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say.